Hi, my name is Katie Sturmer, and I did my project on soil conservation methods used in agriculture and their effects on water runoff and the turbidity of the runoff. So I wanted to test the soil conservation methods because in agriculture these methods are used to retain the nutrients in the soil, and I wanted to look at if they had an effect on the water runoff and the turbidity of the runoff as well. So it was originally predicted that the three conservation methods that were used would decrease water runoff and decrease the turbidity in the runoff, and I thought that the terracing method would work the best. So in order to do this, I started germinating the seeds a week before the testing, and then I transplanted them into the soil trays, and then once they're about 3 to 4 inches tall, I went out and I did the test. So the three different methods that I tested were no-till, terracing, and strip cropping, and I also included a test that was just soil in the tray to show that having plant cover was better than having no plant cover at all. So the data shows that the soil conservation methods don't have a significant impact on water runoff or the turbidity of the runoff. But when the method that did work the best was terracing, and while it didn't have a significant change in the water runoff, it did have a significant change in the amount of sediment that was carried with the runoff. So I modeled these methods in the soil trays, and then ran the water through, and then collected the water, then ran it through a colorimeter to test the turbidity of the water. If I was to do the experiment again, I would include more replications for each method and use dirt for soil from a farm field rather than just normal potting soil, and then use a rain-like watering system instead of just using a watering can to pour the water in the top of the tray.
Thank you.
Thank you.